I'm gonna make him an offer again with you.
I drink your milkshake.
Why so serious?
I am your father.
You talking to me?
Say what again?
Are you not entertained?
What's up, guys? A lot of movies came out on Friday and choosing one to review was pretty difficult because they all sounded pretty good. I went with this Amazon Prime Video original movie, a romance, and I was hoping for the best. By the by, I'm the movie guy and this is my review for Chemical Hearts. Henry Page, the teen who has just been assigned as the editor-chief of the school newspaper. He starts working with Grace, an exchange student who has also worked on the newspaper at her last school. Henry is smitten by her and he starts to walk home from school and not take the bus so he can spend time with her. The newspaper team has to make a newspaper about whatever topic they want and write anything that they want. Grace comes up with the idea of teenage limbo, about the difficulties of being a teenager, and their relationship, Henry and Grace's, grows while working on this. This is a movie about teen love. Henry and Grace get closer and closer throughout the movie. It all started as a crush for Henry, but it developed. More importantly, it's a movie about getting over some traumatizing things. Grace has gone through a lot and she is still not over them. Henry senses this, we as an audience sense this, and he is trying his best to make sure that she's going to be okay. The soundtrack of this movie is formed of a lot of chill music. I think a lot of people are going to like the vibe that this movie sets. The writing is full of quotes about the human condition, and it works well with the characters because both of them are writers, so you would expect this from them, this kind of dialogue. There are also quotes from poems. This movie itself feels very poetic. The topic of teenage limbo is going to resonate with a lot of teenagers who are going to watch this movie, and they do make some valid points about it. When you're a teen, you're not a kid, not an adult. People want you to succeed and to have responsibilities, but you're not allowed to talk back or protect yourself with words because you're just a kid. Of course, it's nothing new. I've seen a lot of people saying this, especially on Instagram, but it is the first time that I've seen something like this in movies, or at least that I can recall. There are some pacing problems. This movie starts pretty strong and I was hooked, but then it got boring and then it got a little bit good again. It doesn't help that I wasn't really invested in any of the side plots that happen, and the director didn't seem to care that much about them because they get very limited screen time and they feel undeveloped. The characters were good. Henry is an introvert. He's better at writing than he is at talking, and you can hear that every time that he speaks that he says a lot of ums. His hobby is this Japanese art form where broken pottery gets fixed by gold, which is called kintsugi. Maybe that's why he takes to Grace, a broken girl. She was involved in a car accident which messed up her knee. She's very sad, confused, and confusing. Very feisty as well, I would say. They both are good characters, but the romance portrayed between them wasn't the best. They could have gone a different route with their broken relationship and make it better. There were a couple of good scenes with them, and I will return to this. Austin Adams plays the lead Henry, and he was really good. It felt like this socially awkward character is his best character, and he portrayed it perfectly. His deliveries were really good, but his facial expressions were what got me to really like him. Lily Reinhardt plays Grace. She is also really good. She does some excellent crying in a couple of scenes, and she was generally impressive. My favorite scene is the one where they have sex for the first time because it felt realistic. They meet at a party, after they have a fight, they dance, then they go to his place where they kiss. She tells him that she's a little rusty. He tells her that it's his first time. You don't really see the male character in romance movie as a virgin, so I like that. Then they do it and she tells him, don't try to be good at it, just be here with me. And that was the quote of the movie for me. It was really good. This was a nice romance movie, but with an almost decent romance. Other parts of this movie elevated to being an entertaining watch, but the romance itself was not it. If you have Amazon Prime Video, I think you should watch it, but if you don't, you can probably find a better film. For my alternative pick, I choose Irreplaceable You. It is a drama about a woman who gets diagnosed with cancer and she wants to set up her fiancé with the perfect woman. So the pros of this movie are that it has some good characters, the vibe that it sets is really good, and the performances are outstanding. The cons are that the romance is really poor and the subplots are very undeveloped. So my rating for Chemical Hearts is 3 stars.